I read one of the letters that Mike wrote me, and I wasn't angry this time. First time I read it, I set it on fire. I burned it, and it was still attached to the wall. Do you know what I mean? I was fuming. I was also high, and I reprinted the letter because it was email. I reprinted it. I posted it back up, and that was when I was able to finish the poem. I wrote half a poem, but I couldn't figure out how I wanted to end it. It's funny too, because after I did find out the ending and how I was going to do it, it wasn't until I got that letter did I realize how to end it, and it was exactly half. I wrote a 15-page poem of the 3 years we were together, and I got stumped at 7.5 pages, exactly fucking half, on how to finish it. And so the next page was just point forms of things that I wanted to incorporate into the poem of certain items, and it wasn't until I got that letter was I able to finish it. And he says, although all the hurtful memories are at play now, other than what he really did, I can't think of any hurtful memories. You know, I mean, I did, when, you know, there's certain things. We were lying on the beach. He took me to the beach once, and we were lying there, and literally we were gazing into each other's eyes. He grabbed my head and he kissed me, and he said, "Did you just see that?" I'm like, "What?" "Martin, I didn't care where I was. I didn't care if anybody was looking. I looked at you. I felt I needed to kiss you, and I did. I wasn't even scared," because he was still in the closet, you know, with 5 doors shut behind him. I'm like, "Oh, you know, beginner. Oh, you know what? I don't give a fuck who's around me. I want to kiss my man. I'm going to kiss my man." Anyway, there was another time we were sitting on the same beach, a different day, and he got a low blood sugar, and he started sweating, and I'm like, "Mike, there was a chip truck just down the way. Stay here on the beach. I'll go get some sugar." And as I was going, I said to him, "Don't stand up, because people will think he's impaired. You'll stagger, right? And he may fall down." So I said, "Don't stand up, just sit down here. I don't want, you know, don't embarrass yourself." I stood up, and just as I went to walk away, he grabbed my arm and pulled me right back down to the towel, and he looked at me, he's like, "You're absolutely wonderful." And I'm like, "What, why?" He goes, "You knew exactly what I was thinking, that if I stood up, I'm going to fall down, and you're wonderful." And I kind of blushed. "Okay, I'll be right back." And I went and got some Coca-Colas. I come back with an ice cream, and his face was like, "Oh my God, I love these. I never get to eat them. I can only eat them on low sugar. I'm so thankful that you bought this." I'm like, "Well, I was just looking around for sugar, and literally ice cream is fucking ice, milk, and sugar." So that and Coca-Cola. Anyway, there was another time too that we went to the beach, and he got hammered, and he passed out face down in the sand, and he literally slept like 6-7 hours. Anyway, I wasn't going to leave him. We go together. We stayed together. He literally grabbed my arms, both my arms, and gave me shaken baby syndrome. He was shaking me so violently, screaming right in my face, "Just fucking leave me!" Because I'm like, "Come on, Mike, we're going to miss the ferry. Come on, we got to go. Come on, you know, get up, come on." And he just fucking, you know, he left bruises on my arm from his fingertips, on both arms. So I had like 5 and 5, screaming right in my face. And I don't know who you are, but when I go someplace with somebody, I don't care. I'm not leaving you, ever. Even when you do that to me, I don't leave my friends where we go places. So I just went and I sat off to the side, smoked some weed. When I came back, it was dark. It's the beach. He wouldn't get up. So I'm still not leaving him. I, you know, lied beside him and spooned him. I took the towels that we had and covered us up to keep us warm, because it got pretty cool on the beach. Anyway, he got up at about 11:30. The last ferry was midnight. We actually got off the island that day because of that. I also, when I first remember when I needed a label, I didn't know who I was to him. Am I your boyfriend? Are we just friends with benefits? Are you my roommate? I just need know my label so that I know my boundaries and my, you know, who I am. Anyway, he's like, "Why do you always need to know all that shit?" I need to know my limits and my boundaries, you know. So anyway, he was we're sitting there, and I'm drinking and having a good time. He's facing me. Little did I know, he's fucking flirting with the guy right behind me. And I didn't know this. So I'm trying to tell him where to go pee in the bushes so the fags don't get him. And literally, I'm talking so loud that the dude, I'm giving directions basically to the dude behind me to where Mike's gonna go pull out his pecker. So Mike leaves, I see what's going on, and I'm mad. I start firing everything of mine in the bag. Fuck you, bitch. He was eyeballing him and giggling, and so the kid walked and followed him into the bushes too. Mike comes back and sees what I'm doing. What are you doing? I'm like, fuck you. You know what? If you want to make a scene, you know I fucking will. He's like, Martin, I knew. I didn't. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You knew exactly what was going on. You fucking flirting with that boy. Anyway, it was all great and dandy on his end. Oh, hang on.